Welcome to Touring Globe. Here comes a full extended travel script. Tasmania, Australia's wild frontier. Tasmania, a land where the wild still rules, where ancient forests whisper stories older than time, and where rugged cliffs meet icy blue seas with unstoppable force. This is Australia's southern treasure, remote, mysterious, and breathtakingly raw. Many travelers overlook it, but those who venture here enter a world unlike anywhere else on Earth. A world of dramatic landscapes, rare wildlife, pristine national parks, and a spirit of adventure woven through every mountain peak and forest trail. Today, we journey into this untamed island, from mist-covered mountains to roaring coastlines, from glowworm caves to legendary hiking routes. Welcome to Tasmania, a place where nature writes the greatest stories of all. Let's begin. 1. Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park. Our adventure starts in one of Tasmania's most iconic wilderness areas. Jagged peaks slice the sky, alpine lakes shimmer in the morning light, and boardwalks lead through moss-filled forests that feel like portals to a forgotten age. Cradle Mountain is not just a destination, it's a feeling. Cold, crisp air hits your lungs. The sound of your footsteps disappears into ancient silence. The famous Dove Lake Circuit takes you around the base of Cradle Mountain, offering views that look like they belong on the cover of an epic fantasy novel. Wombats wander freely, and the mist rolls in like a slow, sweeping curtain. This is raw Tasmania, untouched, unfiltered, unforgettable. 2. Pristine National Park and Wineglass Bay. Next, we head to the stunning east coast. Granite peaks rise dramatically from the ocean, framing one of Australia's most beautiful beaches, Wineglass Bay. From the lookout point, the shape of the bay curves perfectly like a wineglass, filled with bright turquoise water and bordered by pristine white sand. Here, adventure comes in many forms. Kayak through crystal clear bays. Climb the Hazards mountain range. Snorkel along reefs filled with marine life. As the sun sets, pink granite glows with warm colors, and the whole landscape turns into a living painting. 3. Port Arthur Historic Site. Tasmania's beauty also carries deep and haunting history. At the former penal colony of Port Arthur, stone ruins, tall eucalyptus trees, and quiet pathways put you face to face with stories of hardship, human endurance, and survival. Guides tell tales of prisoners who were sent here from across the world, carving their lives out of harsh conditions. Wandering through the abandoned cells and crumbling walls feels like stepping into the pages of history, and hearing echoes of the past in every corner. 4. The Tasman Peninsula and Sea Cliffs. Just beyond Port Arthur, the Tasman Peninsula reveals one of the world's tallest and most dramatic sea cliff landscapes. Jagged pillars of dolerite rise hundreds of meters above roaring waves. Blowholes explode with sea spray. Sharp rock arches carve windows into the coastline. Boat tours race beneath towering cliffs where seals sunbathe and albatross glide across the wind. It's a place where nature feels powerful, unpredictable, and thrillingly alive. 5. Mount Wellington, Kunani. Hovering above Hobart, Mount Wellington, known traditionally as Kunani, offers unbeatable panoramic views over Tasmania's capital and the surrounding wilderness. You drive through multiple climate zones to reach the summit, where icy winds whip across the rocks, and clouds drift at eye level. The city below looks tiny, almost unreal. On clear days, the world stretches endlessly. On foggy days, you stand inside the clouds. This mountain is a reminder of Tasmania's ever-changing moods. 6. Hobart, culture, markets, and waterfront life. Tasmania isn't just nature, it's creativity, culture, and character. Hobart blends old-world charm with modern energy. At Salamanca Market, stalls overflow with handmade crafts, fresh local produce, street food, and artists painting scenes of Tasmanian life. The waterfront shimmers with fishing boats, cafes, distilleries, and small galleries. And then there's Mona, the Museum of Old and New Art, one of the world's most original and controversial museums. Every corner surprises you, challenges you, or makes you think. 7. Bruny Island, the taste of Tasmania. Bruny Island is Tasmania's gourmet paradise. With rolling green hills, dramatic cliffs, and peaceful beaches, it's a place where adventure meets culinary delight. Here, you can sample fresh oysters right by the ocean, taste artisan cheese and chocolate, walk through towering eucalyptus forests, spot rare white wallabies found nowhere else. A sunset ferry ride back to mainland Tasmania feels like a dream drifting across calm waters. 8. The Overland Track, Tasmania's most legendary hike. For true adventurers, the Overland Track is the crown jewel. A 6-day, 65 kilometers journey through landscapes that shift from alpine plains to dense forests, from deep valleys to icy rivers. You pass waterfalls, glacial lakes, and mountains so dramatic they look sculpted by nature's own hands. Every step challenges you. Every view rewards you. This is one of the greatest long-distance hikes on Earth. 9. Bay of Fires, the fiery coast wonderland. On the northeast coast lies a place glowing with color, the Bay of Fires. Orange-covered lichen rocks meet blue waters and white sand beaches that seem too perfect to be real. It's peaceful, empty, and almost spiritual. Walking along the shoreline feels like moving through a natural gallery of color and light. 10. The Tarkine Rainforest, Australia's last great wilderness. Deep in Tasmania's northwest lies one of the most untouched rainforests on the planet, the Tarkine. This massive region is a world of mossy trees, rushing rivers, fern-covered valleys, and wildlife found nowhere else. Here, you can explore ancient myrtle forests, cave systems, wild rivers, coastlines battered by powerful waves. The Tarkine is dense, mysterious, and one of Tasmania's greatest hidden treasures. 11. Maria Island, wildlife paradise. Maria Island is often called Australia's Noah's Ark for its abundance of wildlife. Walk through peaceful landscapes filled with animals like Tasmanian devils, wombats, wallabies, kangaroos, rare birds. The island has no cars, no shops, no stress, just pure connection with nature. The painted cliffs glow with golden patterns at sunset, creating some of the most photogenic views in Tasmania. 12. Gordon River and Strahan. On the west coast, the quiet town of Strahan gives way to the mystical Gordon River. River cruises glide through deep green reflections and forests that have remained untouched for thousands of years. The air is fresh, crisp, and unbelievably pure. You pass through a world so silent, even whispering feels loud. 13. Penguin watching in Burnie. Head north and you'll meet Tasmania's cutest residents, little penguins returning from the sea at sunset. Watching them waddle across the sand is a heartwarming experience, one that captures Tasmania's gentle charm. 14. The Huon Valley, forests, farms and mystery. South of Hobart lies a region of lush landscapes and artistic communities. The Huon Valley is famous for apples and orchards, misty forests, wooden boat building, peaceful rivers. Here, you can walk through tall tree forests, explore underground caves, and meet local artisans keeping old traditions alive. Tasmania is not just a destination, it's a world woven from wilderness, history, beauty, and mystery. A place where every mountain feels like a kingdom, every forest feels alive, and every journey changes you just a little bit. From its dramatic coastlines to its ancient valleys, from peaceful islands to towering cliffs, Tasmania reminds us why nature remains life's greatest adventure. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.